Now, the big question everybody asks it. Where did the beef come with you and Star? Do you see it ever being repaired?
So, it's not beef.
What are the disagreement?
It's fucking back and forth between two men. I mean, like, it ain't beef. If it was beef, then he and I would both have a vibe of looking over each other's shoulders. That's when it's real beef. Like, when he would have to be like, yo, it's somebody from RBE or ARP, one of his people. And I would have to do the same. I'd have to move around like, damn, it's like, what's going on? Make sure I got something on me or my people's holding. That's when it's beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, this right here is back and forth between two men that don't back down. Ain't nothing about me a fucking sucker. Ain't nobody gonna lie on us, especially when we in the middle of building and me just sit there and take it when RBE is building our credibility. You know what I'm saying? So, and on his side, I mean, if you ask me and you watch his career, this is what he does. This is what Star does his entire career. It's called 1 million people a snitch, 1 million people pussies, 1 million people this. Somehow little ARP got added to that list of the Jay-Z's and the Dame Dashes and the Aaliyahs and the T.I.'s, and I don't mind, man. Fuck it. I mean, ain't no skeletons in our closet. Matter of fact, I got a second cup of reality on the way. I don't know when y'all gonna drop this video, but it might be out by then. But, yo, the history of this shit, to answer your fucking question, man. This guy, this old man, I did a video called ARP True Stories. Swave 7, Math Hoffa, Star and Buck Wild. And it broke down how RBE started, how it was created. Because everybody asked that question. People are starting to realize who RBE is, and they want to know, damn, where did it come from? I don't want people to think that we just came out of nowhere like we chasing $1 or some shit. You know what I mean? So we thought ahead of that to put a nice little video on the YouTube channel, all facts and honesty of how and why RBE was created. Some of my background in the battle rap business is with battle rap media. You know what I mean? Fuck with Star for a few months. So that video in there says some shit about like to join up, it's almost like a stock situation because you have to pay to come in and to become a partner. And I said the same thing on 15 Minutes of Fame. Yeah. I mean, I also said that I left battle rap media, which I showed y'all in the first video that I obviously did. Because if I sign a 6-month contract in February 2013, then 6 months from that means that it's up in August 2013, yet they're still asking me for money to book battles February 2014. But anyway, all I said was like shit. I mean, I left battle rap media and I ended up coming in almost like a stock owner. I use stock as a reference, showing y'all how to become a member. He either took offense or wanted to use that to create some fucking controversy. So he goes up to 15 Minutes of Fame and he says a shitload of lies about me. Drags my fucking name through the mud. That was all fabrication, everything and stuff? I just showed y'all that in the last video that I dropped. The video that I dropped, it wasn't opinions. Like, you don't have to listen to me, like me, or believe me. I showed you the evidence. It's undeniable. You know what I mean? Like, I dropped this jewel in part 2 that's coming. It takes a certain level of stupidity and ignorance to see the truth and ignore it. So anyway, he goes up to 15 Minutes of Fame, drags my name through the mud, says a bunch of lies like I came to him about Swave and Raw. I didn't bring any money into battle rap media. My 6-month contract is up, which is why I'm not there anymore. As if I got fired. As if he's running around firing battle rap media people. The people that's actually paying for these battles, the battle rap media people. I got fired. But anyway, so he just dragged my name through the mud, man. And on some real shit, man. If this was 2-3 years from now, I wouldn't have responded because a lot of people know what he's about. I wouldn't have responded. I wouldn't have wasted my time. But right now, we're still building. We have a small little demographic of real people that like and support what we're doing. And we're building from the ground up, brick by brick. We didn't come in here selling our card to nobody. We didn't come in here asking nobody to put their face on our league or nothing like that. You got some day one people and family that built RBE from the ground up. So now is not the time to have somebody come in and lie on us and try to snatch our credibility and our respect. The little bit of respect that we're creating with real people that identify with us. All right? So that's why I had to respond. And I had to show y'all the fucking proof and the truth. And like I said before, if y'all don't want to believe it, then hey, it takes a certain level of stupidity and ignorance to see truth and ignore it. So that's what that was about.
You guys think y'all can ever repair it, or?
Nah, I don't want to repair it. See, one of the things about RBE that's different from a lot of people is we're not coming in here to try to milk the game or like, yo, if we get in a battle rap, we might make $10,000 and flip it off of this. Nah. We really are fans first. I really spent all this thousands of dollars in hotels and rental cars and flights and VIP tickets on other people's ideas. Now I'm ready to spend some money on my own fucking ideas. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really fans first. You know what I mean? So I say that to say that we ain't coming in here sucking no dick or asking for no fucking business relationships. Please be our friend. You know what I'm saying? Because I always said we cater to a small demographic of people that realize that they can identify with real shit. So at the end of the day, man, it's like, I don't care if Shot 97 don't fuck with me or if he's gonna get on the phone and tell XYZ website not to put my video up. I don't give a fuck. And that's true. Give a fuck about your little black baller. We don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So I don't need to repair it. And another reason why I won't repair it is because it's not in my character. If I could look a man in his eye and watch him live for a complete interview, why would I want to ever associate myself with a nigga like that? Go do your Shot 97 thing and whatever that other shit that you want to do. We gonna do what the fuck we gotta do. We don't need to be friends. I'm good.
Originally though, when you first started business with him, did you ever have signs or anything where you could see?
Yo, you actually stealing some of this shit. Remember I just said that we got a second cup of reality that's about to hit the fucking channel.
Yeah.
We can't let this motherfucker sit around and lie on us.
Yeah.
So anybody that think that pistol ain't loaded, it's about to get shot off on the channel in a few days. You know what I'm saying? Like, but one of the things that one of the jewels that we drop in that video that's about to come out, it is text messages getting saved. You know what I'm saying? Like, people is quick to jump out and say like, damn, you save text messages? When you fucking with somebody, you get a vibe from that you don't trust, you tell yourself like, this might be a fucking snake right here. You damn right I save them fucking text messages from this guy. Wanna know what's so crazy too? If I didn't save those text messages, he would've went up on 15 Minutes of Fame, dragged my name through the mud, said all them fucking lies, and everybody would've been looking at me like I was crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody would be like, oh, ARP, that's ARP, wow, that's you, damn.
You got a lot of people that follow him too.
There you go. He's got a big fucking following.
Yeah.
So luckily, I was smart enough to know that, you know what, something's off here. He just told me what? Let me save that. And I was able to come back and contradict every fucking sentence of his interview and show y'all the proof. If I didn't have that proof, y'all would have been looking at me crazy. Take me back in the future, I'll say your fucking text messages again.
So you know what responding does for him, right?
It does. You know what's so funny, man? If this was about publicity, then who's to do more for? Him or me? I'm the nobody, unfortunately.
Yeah. So everybody keeps asking for ARP. Who the hell is ARP?
There you go. I warned him. in the last video. I said, you're gonna say my name. You're gonna drag me through the mud. People's gonna do their homework. They're gonna say, what's the other side? He's talking. I want to see both. It gets juicy. You want to see the other side.
Exactly.
I keep hearing about this guy that Star just slapped around. I want to see the guy that got the black eye. They come and they see the black eye and they click it. And they watch that shit.
No black eye.
And they say, wait a minute. 1 + 1, he said, equals 6. And it's supposed to be 2. It is what it is, man. Can't deny facts and truth. Real and fake dope mix.
But still, is it wise to even respond?
And that's what you know what's so crazy. You know how many reputable league owners, battle rappers, people that's just in the culture hit me like, yo, don't respond to that clown. It's not worth
Because
it.
he's not gonna stop.
And that's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people tell me like, yo, don't even waste your time.
And that's what they do though.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
But once again, trust me, I really don't spend time on clowns. He's the first clown that I had to deal with in years.
There's
You know what I'm
more
saying? Of course there are. And like I said, they won't get the time and the attention. But right now, I can't allow somebody at his level of the game to make people believe that we about some of the things that he said that we about or I'm about. Gotta challenge it. Later on, when people understand what's real, we won't have to speak shit no more. I'll just be able to turn around and say, what is what it is.
For the fans that don't know, and just want a little bit of insight, how hard is it negotiating a price for the battle to stick to that you both can agree to that's not too high or too low?
Yeah. It's not too hard. I feel like it's gonna be hard for certain people that don't really know the business and don't know too much about what's happening in battle rap. I mean, I'll give you an exclusive right now without calling out no names. There's artists that have burnt their bridge with RBE and they don't even know it. Simply because they told us a price that I know damn well that they don't get. I mean, so that's what happens when they see some new platforms come around, or leagues, whatever you want to call them. I mean, but I mean, we got some inside information on a lot of artists. A lot of people talk behind the scenes. I've been around this shit for so long, you know what I mean? So I kind of know what it is. I mean, that doesn't mean that people's prices don't change, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we hip to the game, we hip to the industry. So for the most part, we kind of know what to expect when we talking to a particular artist. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we might get blindsided, we might find out something new. There's gonna be some negotiations and we go from there. We try to make sure that people get what they deserve, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we ain't gonna get raped because we ain't stupid and we know what's going on. So it is what it is.
So how many times has it been where like either upcoming artists or artists that I would say mid-tier, that they try to bump up their prices crazy to a crazy amount where you just was like, we're not gonna book you for this event?
The funny thing is, it don't really be the up-and-comers, or well, some of them, but it don't really be most of the up-and-comers or the quote-unquote mid-tiers that be bumping up their prices crazy. You know what I'm saying? It be some of the top-tier dudes that think niggas are stupid. You know what I'm saying? The up-and-coming dudes, for the most part, they more about the opportunity. And rightfully so. It really should be more about the opportunity to try to chase a dollar, because you got to pay your dues. You know what I mean? And I'll break it down for y'all. I'll break it down for a lot of artists that don't even understand how that shit really works. I think Disaster did a classic blog a while ago, and he was talking about ticket sales in relation to a particular artist's pay. And I believe a lot of what he broke down, you know what I'm saying? But let me regurgitate that for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, what you can generate should kind of coincide with how much you get paid. For example, if you're a main event artist and you can sell the venue out, you should be getting paid top dollar. If I got a venue that could fit 3,000 people and you could make 1,500 of them come out, you should be getting paid top dollar. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're an up-and-coming dude on a card that's full of top tiers and people that generate tickets and nobody's really coming to see you, you know what I mean? You got to pay your dues. And that's where the platforms come in and they do their best to try to help those people grow and get them opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be overhyped to try to get some money out the game. You got to pay your dues. You got to come up. You got to generate sales. You know what I'm saying? You got to generate ticket sales. That's kind of how that goes hand in hand a little bit. That's a good model for a lot of up-and-coming artists to follow if they don't understand the game. They just want to jump out the gate and say, yo, I heard XYZ made a stack. I want a stack. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way.
Being an owner, how hard is it putting these battles together?
It depends, man. Every battle's different. Some battles, man, they happen like this. Some artists is hungry. Some artists don't give a fuck. They be like, I seen an interview with Big K recently. He was like, man, like, nobody even comes to him and asks him who he wants to battle. You just gotta call him and say like, yo, we want you to battle this person. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you up regardless. You know what I mean? Like, some artists really is just, they just about they shit. They about, you put them in front of me, I'm gonna kill them. You know what I'm saying? Other artists, they want particular matchups, they want particular type looks. It depends, man. Everybody's different. I've had some matches on the last card as well as this one that wasn't easy to make, but I have also had a bunch of matches that's just like this, quick. You know, truth be told, I don't know why the fuck it took years to make Raw and Suge. I don't have all the details on that, so you know, a lot of it ain't even my business. But for some reason, he was able to make that battle like this. You know what I'm saying? That was really 1, 2, 3, done. You know what I mean? Contracts, money, all that done quick. So once again, it depends on the battle. You know what I mean?
And when you make your lineup, when you decide on what battles go first, what battles go last, what goes in there? So of course you know the up and coming of no name guys that go first, but how do you get into like your main battle, like your main event, like the last like 2 or 3 battles? How do you decide how that goes?
Impact. It's not about how big of an artist you are, how much views you got, you know what I'm saying, or how many battles you've had. It's about how big of an impact we think you're gonna make on that stage. You know what I'm saying? So for example, the 9th battle that we added to the card that's not even on the fly, that's the only 1 round on the card. That's this dude named Hami. A lot of y'all maybe not even heard of him before. Versus up and coming Dre Dennis. Dre Dennis, we found out Trap House. Salute to Mercy. Mercy know that, but Trap House and all that. You know what I'm saying? But Hami, we went down to fuck with Raw. You know what I'm saying? That's that freestyle video that y'all see on the YouTube channel. And Hami snapped. A lot of people was in them YouTube comments talking about Hami. He went off. You know what I mean? So I gave him an opportunity to jump on the car before even seeing him touch the stage before. So somebody like that, yeah, they gotta open up the show. They gotta earn their stripes. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they deserve a slot. Now you take our main event, which is gonna be the last of the night, Math Hoffa versus Old Red. Now Old Red obviously is one of the top niggas in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like just last year, he was in damn near everybody's top 5. And Math Hoffa's been away for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows the story now of us booking Math for his return. So bringing him back to the game, that's a big impact. A lot of people want to see what he would do when he returns to the game, because he got a lot of shit that he could talk about, a lot of shit to get off his chest. And you put those 2 dudes together, man, you don't know what you're gonna get. So it's not really necessarily about the name, it's about the impact of the battle. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we determine our lineup. That's how it goes.
Coming up, we'll be able to get some of your predictions for that card.
Ask me battle for battle. You know what I mean? Run down the battles.
Miss Hustle versus Gaddis.
You know what's crazy, man? Like the first few times that I saw Gaddis, at one point she was my favorite female MC. I felt that she had everything, like a Hollow to Dawn. She had the jokes, she had the freestyles, she had the performance, she had the character, she had the delivery, she had the bars. She had a little bit of everything, or a lot of everything. You know what I mean? At one point she was definitely my favorite. The thing about Miss Hustle, man, if Miss Hustle doesn't stumble and she's well prepped, she's got that delivery and that aggression, and she's got crazy bars too. That's real hard to call. Real hard to call. I think Miss Hustle might edge that one. You know what I'm saying? Based on aggression, with the energy that she's gonna create in that crowd, you know what I'm saying? I think Miss Hustle might edge it, but Gas is gonna give anybody, including Hustle, a run for their money. So shout out to that battle. I want to see it like everybody else.
But DNA versus Ill Will.
Wow. Now DNA versus Ill Will. I always thought that was a little odd of a matchup, you know. But you know, sometimes they say styles make fights, so you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you could take what you think is an odd matchup, and it might turn out to be a classic. You know what I mean? So who knows what's gonna happen in that battle? But they both rebuttal. They both freestyle. That's gonna be interesting. I think DNA has shown that he's a little bit more crisp with his rebuttals, because we've seen some slip-ups with Ill Will during the Tay Rock battle. You know what I mean? So DNA is definitely a little bit more crisp with his freestyle and his rebuttaling, I think. And we all just seen with DNA, you know, the outcome of that with Prez Mafia. So DNA he's got momentum behind him, you know what I'm saying? But Ill Will just has a very unique, aggressive style. I saw that right off the bat. Like this boy's a little bit different. So Ill Will might edge that one if he's 100% sharp, no stumbles, no nothing. But you can never count DNA out, man. He's a vet. If there's a Hall of Fame that got created tomorrow, DNA would be in it. He's like, what, 20-something, 22 years old? Man's resume deserves respect, so we're gonna see.
John the Don versus $3.
John, next question.
You don't got a shot?
John, next question.
Cortez versus T-Rex.
Fuck. I think they have some similar styles in the rapid fire that they use. You know what might come down to that battle on some real shit? Because they got some off battle rap history that we've been hearing about. This whole fucking thing about chains getting snatched and returned and all this shit. I mean, it really ain't none of our fucking business, but in battle rap, motherfuckers be using shit like that for ammo. So you never know, a fucking crazy ass story might come out from one of them and it just might be some crazy impact. So I really can't call that battle right there. I can't call Cortez versus T-Rex yet. Can't call it.
B-Magic versus Big T.
Fuck with Big T heavy, but I'm gonna go with B-Magic right now because it only seems like Big T right now is in a small slump. You know, he didn't have his best performance versus Big Cannon, which was a huge battle for the crown of Chicago, the hometown, and you know, he choked in the first round and everything. And he didn't have that good of a performance at the Vendetta 2 card at King of the Dot. I mean, like, he might have lost that battle. Now, everybody fucks with Big T as an animal, but I don't know. Sometimes people go through little dips in their career. I don't know if he's going into a small dip right now before he comes back out. So that might be the case with Big T. So I'm going to edge Big Cannon right now.
Averb versus Goods.
Averb versus Goods, man. That's another close one. That's a clash in the styles right there, man. I mean, you got Goods. He's gonna have that crazy performance. Averb's gonna be throwing in them fucking showtimes left and right, man. Like, I can't call that one either. You know what I'm saying? I really can't call that one. I mean, I don't think they're really enemies behind the scenes. So I think it's gonna come down to bars and performance. I know we see a lot of shit talking back and forth, but I'm not gonna go any further now. I'm just gonna say I don't think that they're really enemies.
And Clips versus Tay-Rock.
Clips is one of the best doing it right now. I mean, I fuck with Tay-Rock heavy. Tay-Rock is crazy right now. Like he's consistently showing that he brings it every time he steps on the stage. But at the same time, man, Clips, you gotta go with Clips until he shows you a reason not to. Clips right now, last year, who had Battle of the Year last year? Who you give that to? Clips, right? Who you give it to?
Battle of the Year?
The Battle of the Year. Who you give it to?
Yeah,
Clips, right? We give it to him. Everybody here saying Clips. I'm saying Clips too. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, if you gotta put 10 million on it,
yeah, Clips okay.
I gotta take Clips right now, man. So
Math was making a real run at it though.
Math was making a run, but you know, it's been a minute. You know, Clips took that.
Clips don't really lose.
Yeah, Clips is crazy right now.
I think Clips are getting the better battles than that.
That's another thing. I think Clips. Charlie Clips' opposition right now is just like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He keeps having good showings. He's fucking, even when he freestyles, he's still fucking niggas up. It's like, yeah, Clips is going crazy right now. You gotta go with that hot hand right now, man. I mean, he look like Paul George, you know, if you gave his back and forth.
I'm a battle rapper.
You?
I'm just saying.
Oh, all right.
Hypothetical.
Yeah.
I'm a battle rapper. I'm looking at your brand. I want to get on your brand. What's the right do?
All that. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook, IG.
Where do we find you? How do we find you?
At ItsARP, ITSARP, everything. It is so fucking simple to get at us.
We follow you, so we know what
it's so simple to get at us. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand, man. My mentality is still of a fucking fan. It's not even as a league on.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm just like them. That's why I'm so connected. That's why I try to get at everybody in the comments. You send me a tweet, I'm just like everybody else. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to be asking these owners and shit like, oh, what's that? And they ignore you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan just like everybody else, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking process. Ain't no fucking fill out this form and no shit like that.
Just hit them up.
Holla at me. I told a lot of people that hit me up recently, like, you know, this card is obviously already locked away and we don't have a date or a schedule for it. We still got to handle what's on our plate for July 5th. But right after that, whatever, like, shoot me your footage, whatever. Got a matchup that works for you, whatever. Let's fucking do it. Fuck it. Let's put on, man.
Dope.
Get at me. It's easy. Easy, man. Just holler at me. At this ARP everything. Facebook, IG, and Twitter.
You ever plan on cultivating battle rap talent yourself?
So we actually are. We actually are.
Good question.
We actually are. And the whole thing about cultivating battle rap talent yourself, man, that's an infectious question that's going around. And there's certain people that keep saying that to the public, and it's starting to get embedded in people's minds that nobody creates their own talent. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
when I ask people where Adi Boom came from, they answer incorrectly normally. Where Adi Boom come from?
Not sure. Another league?
PGs, right?
Yeah.
That's what people always say.
No, I would think it came
I
from
just feel cool.
No.
For
Where'd you see
We
that?
know Steam
was
was
it
all
all
these
these
leagues.
leagues? Or Skull was it your was
I'm just using that one of an example.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
multiple.
Most of these dudes come from other leagues, though.
Yeah. And that's
really?
and that's the thing. Let's break down this model. All right. One thing that creates your reach is your amount of subscribers or how big your battle matchups are. One or the other. At the time that we did Danger Zone versus Good, we probably had fucking only 3,000 subscribers. We still have the little peanuts of subscribers, you know what I'm saying? We still trying to build up our shit. But Goods and Danger Zone still did. Now it's at, like 180 or some shit, or 170 or whatever, because it was a good battle. A lot of people talked about it, created a lot of buzz of top tier versus up and coming. You know what I'm saying? Now, I say that to say, unless it's a big battle, if it's just up and coming dudes, if you don't have a lot of subscribers, people don't even know about the battle. Shout out to Bloody Knuckles and the Spitters League. He might have just a few thousand subscribers, you know what I'm saying? But last I thought, Bloody Knuckles is the one that put on Adi Boom. Some people don't even know who Bloody Knuckles is. You know what I'm saying? So people just got to give a little bit of room to understanding that, everybody has battle rapped somewhere. These aren't just brand new people that stepped on the RBE stage or King of the Dot stage or Euro
Right
stage
into
for the very
BG.
first time.
Yeah.
All right? But on the flip side, though, the ninth battle, for example, that we just added to the Lift His Soul card, well, not just added definitive hope, but it's featuring a guy named Hami, who a lot of people have never heard of. I've never seen him step on a stage before we gave him a battle. Didn't even see him step on a stage. If you look at the channel, we got a freestyle video with Rosenberg Raw in his hood. We went down and fucked with Rosenberg Raw in his hood to do trailer footage of him. We drove down to PA to fuck with him for a day. While we was down there, the niggas just all gathered together and started spitting and did a cypher. While they was doing that cypher, this little nigga named Hami went off. He spazzed. So we put that video out, and everybody in the comments was Hami, 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 even though Rosenberg was the name. Everybody was Hami, 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 Hami. So Raw and me get on the phone, and Raw's like, yo, boom, boom, what's up with an opportunity for him? And I said, let's do it. Never seen him battle before. So we about giving opportunities too. On the last card, I never saw a Blu-ray battle. I had a little piece of footage that he was able to scrape up for me for the trailer, and that was it. So gave him an opportunity. Before that, I had seen Oops once. You know what I'm saying? Oops' name is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think if people pay attention, they see that certain platforms like RBE have no problem giving opportunities to people that they never even seen battle before or that develop talent. You know what I'm saying? So be careful when people keep talking about, oh, this league's doing this, boom, 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 boom. Just make sure you take everything with a grain of salt, because sometimes people say things and it's a way to indirectly make the fans look at you some sort of way because maybe you're competition.
Sure.